Rosalind Franklin was born 25th July 1920 in Notting Hill, London, United Kingdom. Later on in Rosalind's life, she had become an English chemist and X-ray crystallography. Later on, it began to unravel the mystery of DNA. But that was later on. Let's stay in the present. Well, what would have been the present back then? If you don't know what an X-ray crystallography is, the aim of X-ray crystallography is to obtain a three-dimensional molecule structure from a crystal. A purified sample at high concentration is crystallized, and the crystals are exposed to an X-ray beam. Aaron Klug, Rosalind's colleague, helped Rosalind unravel the discovery of DNA. DNA is made out of chemical building blocks called nucleotides. These building blocks are made out of three parts: a phosphate group, a sugar group, and one of four types of neutron bases to form a strand of DNA. Nucleotides are linked in chains with the phosphate group and sugar groups alerting, and that's DNA. Don't worry, I don't understand any of it. Right. Rosalind Franklin is studying about this new thing called DNA with her colleague Aaron Klug. Sadly, as she is working on this discovery, she had been diagnosed with ovarian cancer shortly after she had died at a young age of just 37, 1958, 16th of April. It had been believed that she had gotten the cancer due to exposure of radiation while doing X-ray crystallography. She did not get credit for her work on DNA, as you need all three scientists to be alive to get the Nobel Prize. Instead, it was awarded to Watson, Crick, and Wilson in 1962, who also did some help in DNA. Much later on, a Nobel Prize was given to Aaron Klug for his work in 1982. It was very, very sad when Rosalind Franklin died, and it still shakes the earth to this day. So now you know the story. Here's my question. What might have been different if she had got credit and the Nobel Prize? What happened if she didn't die? Well, research really can't help me on this one, as we will never know the answer. But here's what I think would have happened. I believe it would have sparked young women all across the globe to get out there and do something. As we all know, back then it was very sexist to women. Women could not vote. It was horrible. It would have made a stand on women's rights, and possibly Rosalind Franklin could have found out more about DNA. Now, not a lot of women have been given a Nobel Prize for their work. To be honest, hardly any. So if Rosalind Franklin got the Nobel Prize for her work, maybe more women would have gotten credit for their work and the Nobel Prize. It disgusts me how there still are some sexist people walking the earth as we speak. It should have been knocked out of the park ages ago. If I was to be honest, I don't ever think everybody on earth will not be sexist towards women and men. Anyway, back to Rosalind Franklin. If she had gotten credit, as I said, it would inspire young women and maybe some men to do something. If she hadn't had such a tragic and short life, she could have discovered more about DNA or found something out completely new, which might have taken us many, many more years to find out. To sum it up, Rosalind Franklin was a very good person who did something and proved something to the world. And she should be more noticeable nowadays, as she did discover DNA, the thing we love, know, and need. Thanks for watching.